E-Team is up early, bringing you more news stories.
New numbers show the gambling revenue in Ohio is off the charts.
The state's casinos and racinos last year netting $1.75 billion. But as the E-Team's John Kosick tells us, the Ohio gambling market is still in flux.
Since 2013, the state's gambling revenue has nearly doubled, but that increase almost entirely due to the state's 7 slots-only racinos. When Ohio voters approved 4 casinos in 2009, the funding split sent 33% of the casino winnings to the state's 88 counties, but essentially cut out the state itself. That created what Jack Casino owner Dan Gilbert called at the time a speed bump.
And the speed bump's known as Governor Kasich.
Kasich then entered into a fight to get more in taxes and fees for the state.
I'm not trying to push these people out. I'm not trying to damage their business, but we could use the extra money.
As part of the compromise that was reached, the way was cleared, allowing the state's 7 horse racing tracks to offer slots, which didn't seem all that big of a threat in 2011. But 8 years later, those racinos, under the control of the Ohio Lottery, have grown to the point where numbers released this week show for the first time they took in more in the last year than the state's 4 full-fledged casinos, with the leader for the entire state continuing to be Northfield's Hard Rock Rocksino, acquired just last month by MGM Properties for $1 billion. The Hard Rock's July take of $22.4 million, roughly 30% more than the Jack Casino. Now, the Jack still took in more than $200 million in revenue last year, but the shift from casinos to racinos as state leader, a good indication of how 6 years in, the gambling market in Ohio is still very much in flux, with sports betting likely to add another wrinkle. For the E-Team, I'm John Kosick.